Welcome to the Global Updates, bringing you the latest news from around the world. Humanity has long dreamed of reshaping geography for commerce. Early civilizations dug rudimentary canals for irrigation and local transport. These small channels were the precursors to much grander ambitions. The idea was simple: shorten the journey. A shorter journey meant lower costs and faster delivery of goods. This fundamental economic principle drove centuries of innovation and immense effort. Grand engineering projects in shipping have always been monumental undertakings. They require vast sums of capital and incredible feats of engineering. The allure of a shortcut, a way to bypass treacherous capes or entire continents, has proven irresistible. From the ancient pharaohs' attempts to link the Nile to the Red Sea to the canals of medieval Europe, the goal remained consistent. These endeavors reflected the technological capabilities and the economic priorities of their times. Before modern machinery, canal construction was labor-intensive. Thousands of workers toiled for years, facing disease, accidents, and harsh climates. Yet, the potential rewards were deemed worth the immense sacrifice. A successful canal could transform a nation's economy and shift global trade routes. The dream of interoceanic canals captured imaginations for centuries, spurring numerous proposals long before technology made it feasible. The Suez Canal stands as a powerful historical reference. Its completion in 1869 dramatically shortened the sea route between Europe and Asia. The impact on international trade was immediate and profound. The canal quickly became one of the world's most critical maritime arteries. Today, the Suez Canal remains a vital conduit for global shipping. Now, a new grand project is capturing attention. China is reportedly involved in a proposal for a massive $50 billion infrastructure project in Mexico. This project centers on the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, the narrowest land bridge in Mexico. The goal is to create a modern, efficient transport corridor to compete directly with the Panama Canal. The primary objective is to expedite the movement of cargo. Current plans lean towards a high-capacity railway linking upgraded ports on both coasts. Containers would be offloaded from ships on one side, transported rapidly by train across the isthmus, and then reloaded onto ships on the other side. The expected economic impact is substantial, envisioning a bustling hub of logistics and manufacturing activity. This Tehuantepec corridor, backed by Chinese investment, is seen as a strategic move. For China, it offers a way to diversify its trade routes and reduce reliance on the Panama Canal. The project aligns with China's broader goals of increasing its global economic footprint. The $50 billion price tag indicates a comprehensive development plan, likely including industrial parks, energy infrastructure, and supporting facilities. The vision is to create a world-class logistics platform capable of handling the largest modern container ships. One of the most compelling arguments for the Tehuantepec corridor is the potential for significant time savings. For ships traveling from Asia to the U.S. Gulf Coast or East Coast, the Mexican route could be shorter than the Panama Canal. Reduced transit time translates directly into lower operating costs for shipping lines. Less fuel is consumed, and ships can complete more voyages per year. This increased efficiency can make goods cheaper for consumers and improve the competitiveness of businesses that rely on maritime transport. Beyond time savings, the project promises to alleviate congestion at the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal, despite its recent expansion, faces capacity constraints. Waiting times can be lengthy, especially during peak seasons. An alternative route through Mexico would offer shippers more options and introduce healthy competition. This increased capacity in transoceanic shipping is crucial as global trade volumes continue to grow. The ability to move more goods more quickly is fundamental to supporting economic expansion worldwide. Grand infrastructure projects carry significant environmental risks. The Tehuantepec Isthmus is rich in biodiversity. Construction could lead to deforestation and habitat fragmentation. Water resources might be impacted by pollution. A thorough environmental impact assessment is crucial. Mitigation measures must be robust. Local communities face potential disruption. Indigenous populations have deep ties to the land. Land acquisition could lead to displacement. Ensuring local benefits is essential. Job creation must offer fair wages. Meaningful consultation is essential. The social fabric could be altered. Increased migration could strain local services. Rising living costs could affect residents. Developers must manage social impacts effectively. Investing in social infrastructure is crucial. Adhering to high standards is paramount. The construction of a new interoceanic corridor with Chinese backing has significant geopolitical implications. The Panama Canal has long been within a sphere of U.S. influence. A competing route in Mexico, financed by Chinese interests, represents a strategic shift. It could challenge the dominance of the Panama Canal and project Chinese economic power. For the U.S., this presents both challenges and opportunities. The primary concern is increased Chinese presence near its borders. Security implications arise with a major trade artery controlled by a strategic competitor. However, a new trade route could benefit U.S. businesses by lowering shipping costs. For Mexico, the Tehuantepec Isthmus corridor represents a monumental economic opportunity. The potential infusion of $50 billion in investment could stimulate significant economic growth, particularly in the southern states of Oaxaca and Veracruz. The project promises to create thousands of direct and indirect jobs during construction and operation. These jobs would span various sectors, from port management and railway operations to logistics, manufacturing, and services. The corridor could also significantly boost Mexico's foreign trade. Enhanced port facilities and efficient land transport would make Mexican exports more competitive on the global market. The development of industrial parks along the route could attract foreign direct investment. Companies might choose to locate manufacturing plants in Mexico to take advantage of the improved logistics and access to both Atlantic and Pacific markets. This could diversify Mexico's economy and reduce its reliance on a few key industries or trade partners. However, the project also entails considerable economic risks and burdens for Mexico. The sheer scale of the investment means that any miscalculations or delays could have severe financial consequences. There is the question of debt sustainability if the project relies heavily on loans. Revenue projections from tolls and industrial activity must be realistic. If the corridor fails to attract sufficient traffic or investment, it could become a costly monument to unfulfilled ambition. China's Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, is a global infrastructure development strategy. The proposed Tehuantepec corridor in Mexico, with its significant Chinese financial backing, aligns perfectly with the overarching objectives of the BRI. While Mexico has not formally joined the BRI, large-scale infrastructure projects involving Chinese capital and construction expertise often become de facto extensions of this ambitious global plan. This project would represent one of the most significant BRI-style undertakings in the Americas. The BRI aims to enhance connectivity and facilitate trade between China and the rest of the world. By investing in infrastructure like the Mexican corridor, China seeks to create more efficient and resilient supply chains for its goods. It also opens up new markets for Chinese companies and provides outlets for its construction industry's considerable capacity. The Tehuantepec project would offer an alternative to the Panama Canal, potentially reducing transit times and costs for Chinese goods heading to the U.S. East Coast or Europe. This diversification of trade routes is a key strategic component of the BRI. From China's perspective, involvement in the Tehuantepec corridor also serves broader geopolitical goals. It strengthens economic ties with Mexico and increases China's presence and influence in Latin America. The prospect of a new $50 billion interoceanic corridor in Mexico is a powerful reminder of humanity's enduring ambition to reshape the world for economic gain. Such grand projects have the potential to unlock enormous benefits. They can reduce shipping times and costs, stimulate economic growth, and create jobs. The Tehuantepec corridor, if realized, could join the ranks of transformative infrastructure like the Suez and Panama Canals. However, ambition must be tempered with responsibility. The pursuit of economic progress cannot come at an unacceptable cost to the environment or to local communities. The Tehuantepec Isthmus is an ecologically sensitive area, and its rich biodiversity must be protected. The rights and livelihoods of indigenous peoples and local residents must be respected. This requires meticulous planning, transparent environmental and social impact assessments, and a genuine commitment to sustainable development practices. The lessons from past mega projects underscore the importance of this careful balance. The geopolitical implications also demand careful navigation. For Mexico, it offers a chance to elevate its global standing, but also requires astute diplomacy to manage relationships with all major powers. Open dialogue and cooperation will be essential to ensure that such developments contribute to global stability and shared prosperity. Ultimately, the success of the Tehuantepec corridor will be judged not just by its economic returns, but by its ability to harmonize progress with preservation. As we look to the future, the Tehuantepec corridor represents not just a monumental engineering feat, but a symbol of innovation and progress. Emerging technologies like AI-driven logistics, renewable energy sources, and advanced construction techniques could revolutionize how such projects are realized. Imagine autonomous ships navigating seamlessly between the Atlantic and Pacific, powered by sustainable energy and guided by AI to optimize routes and reduce emissions. Pause 2s. The corridor could also become a testing ground for green infrastructure, incorporating eco-friendly designs that minimize environmental impact while maximizing efficiency. Smart ports with real-time data analytics could enhance operations, reduce bottlenecks, and improve safety. These innovations could set new standards for infrastructure projects worldwide, demonstrating how economic development can go hand in hand with environmental stewardship. Pause 2s. Moreover, the corridor could foster regional innovation hubs, attracting startups and tech companies eager to develop and deploy cutting-edge solutions. This influx of talent and investment could spur local economies, creating a ripple effect of prosperity and technological advancement. Pause 2s. The Tehuantepec corridor stands at the crossroads of tradition and innovation, offering a glimpse into a future where ambitious projects are not only economically viable, but also socially and environmentally responsible. As we move forward, the lessons learned and innovations developed here could pave the way for a new era of sustainable development, benefiting not just Mexico, but the entire world. The completion of the Tehuantepec corridor is poised to reshape global trade dynamics significantly. By offering a faster and more cost-effective route between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, it could alter traditional shipping routes and reduce reliance on the Panama Canal. This shift could lead to substantial savings for global shipping companies, translating into lower costs for consumers and businesses alike. Pause 2s. The corridor's strategic location could also enhance trade relations between North America, Latin America, and Asia, fostering economic integration and cooperation. By reducing transit times and costs, the corridor could make it more feasible for businesses to engage in international trade, thereby boosting economic growth in the region. Pause 2s. Additionally, the corridor's development could attract foreign investment, creating job opportunities and stimulating local economies. The influx of capital and resources could spur infrastructure development, improving connectivity and accessibility within Mexico and beyond. Pause 2s. However, the economic impacts are not without potential challenges. The corridor could lead to increased competition among ports and shipping routes, potentially affecting existing trade hubs. Balancing these dynamics will be crucial to ensuring that the corridor's benefits are maximized while mitigating any adverse effects. Pause 2s. Ultimately, the Tehuantepec corridor represents a transformative opportunity for global trade, with the potential to drive economic growth, enhance regional cooperation, and set new standards for infrastructure development. As we navigate this new landscape, the lessons learned and innovations developed here could serve as a blueprint for future projects worldwide. As we look to the future, it's essential to understand the past. The Panama Canal, a marvel of engineering completed over a century ago, offers invaluable lessons for the Tehuantepec corridor project. Pause 2s. The Panama Canal's construction was fraught with challenges, including harsh environmental conditions, logistical complications, and significant human cost. Yet, it stands today as a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. Pause 2s. One of the key lessons from the Panama Canal is the importance of meticulous planning and robust engineering. The canal's success hinged on innovative solutions to unprecedented problems, from the creation of the largest artificial lake of its time to the development of lock systems that could manage the passage of enormous ships. Pause 2s. Another critical lesson is the need for international cooperation and investment. The Panama Canal was a product of global collaboration, with contributions from engineers, laborers, and financial backers from around the world. This collective effort was crucial in overcoming the monumental challenges faced during its construction. Pause 2s. Furthermore, the Panama Canal highlights the long-term economic benefits of such infrastructure projects. Over the decades, the canal has facilitated billions of dollars in trade, connecting economies and fostering global commerce. Its success underscores the potential that the Tehuantepec corridor holds for driving economic growth and regional integration. Pause 2s. However, the Panama Canal also serves as a cautionary tale. The environmental and social impacts of its construction were significant, and the project faced criticism for its treatment of workers and the displacement of local communities. These issues underscore the importance of addressing environmental and social concerns in the Tehuantepec Corridor project, ensuring that progress does not come at the expense of people or the planet. Pause 2s. In conclusion, the Panama Canal offers a wealth of lessons that can guide the development of the Tehuantepec corridor. By learning from the past, we can build a future that balances ambition with responsibility, creating infrastructure that benefits both global trade and local communities. Pause 2s. The Tehuantepec corridor, much like the Panama Canal, has the potential to be a transformative force in global commerce. By applying the lessons learned from history, we can navigate the challenges ahead and unlock the full potential of this ambitious project.